Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, definitely yesterday we had a green candles day. In the previous video I already shared my thoughts around that and also provided you with a support area for this current micro pullback that we were starting, was beginning yesterday. So this support area that I communicated in the last video here, between 83,818 and 86,785, this is still relevant. So I'm still watching for potentially one more high. It would look best, but please note that the entire move up is extremely overextended, extremely overstretched, and it doesn't need to happen. I mean, this micro support area that I provided there is probably only suitable for scalpers, you know, if you want to use it. The main takeaway is, I think, we're very much overextended. Most people would like to see a decent pullback. And I would rather see this support area as a signal when the next larger fourth wave starts. Okay, so I don't necessarily expect strongly new upside extensions. I think it is still plausible, and I'm gonna watch for it as long as we're holding above 83,818. But yeah, I mean, we're overextended, right? So if that last tiny rally starts or not from here, we will have to see. The market has to decide and give us its decision today. But I think this micro support area is not really for those who are looking for long-term entries or even medium-term. I mean, in terms of long-term, we're getting to the end of the cycle. We're not there yet, but we're getting there at some point. But for medium-term swing trades, I think most people would rather like to see this support area break and then use that lower support area maybe to find an entry. This lower support area is located between 73,576 and 79,326. It's the larger degree fourth wave. That's what I'm watching for, right? So a break below that first 50% retracement here would be an initial signal that this larger fourth has started. And I would not rely on one more high, but it's still the preferred scenario. I hope that kind of covers it. So if that larger, or let's say if that one more extension happens, and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, and we have a three-wave move down into support now, which we could call an ABC structure, well then the fifth wave could send us to 90,119, but that was already touched here in the probably internal overshooting B wave. Let's put that onto the chart as kind of micro count. I mean, it certainly looks like a three-wave move down, right? Which means that this correction could finish at any point, or it might just be the larger A wave of an even larger correction. But overall, this looks like a three-wave move down. Reaction to the 38.2 retracement, which is typically the ideal target for a fourth wave. And then if we get one more high, yeah, 90,119 or 91,960 or even 95K, but that would be again quite extended. If we see a break below support, 83,818, then I think this is going to play out A, B, C, and we're targeting the lower support area. I already mentioned where that's located, and it's important to recognize that a break above that B wave top that formed here at around 89,966, well, that would be an indication that the fifth wave is unfolding, probably like the last bit of that rally. And by the way, if you're interested in the bigger picture, I only want to cover the shorter time frame. If you're interested in the bigger picture, feel free to follow us on X, formerly Twitter. I posted yesterday some long-term charts here as well for Bitcoin, for Ethereum as well. But I posted the long-term chart for Bitcoin, talked about the next key pivot area where the bull market could top. Now, I'm not calling a top yet, okay, but I'm telling you where I think it will be. But it will require a break of micro support when we get there. So I'm not going to be bearish when the trend is still up. Yeah, I hope that's clear. Not that anybody is telling me, but you said. But no, I'm calling out the risk here. But I'm not telling you that we will top until I see evidence in the chart. You know, we always want to listen to the charts. Some of you might know that the same process allowed me to forecast the bear market of 2021, 2022. When most were still watching for 100K. And this is because Elliott Wave keeps us grounded. Elliott Wave keeps us emotionless. And Elliott Wave allows me to just listen to the market, watching for signals, okay? Now, does it mean we pick the absolute top? Maybe not, but that's exactly why I'm highlighting where I think it will happen. But then I still need evidence before I can really call the top is in, right? But still, if you're interested in the bigger picture, feel free to follow us there on X, Twitter. Make sure that you only follow the one account that's linked in the description here, because yeah, there are impersonators out there. So I think this is important in terms of what's going to be relevant today. In addition to that, we might want to try to draw a trend line here that could act as support. That's, I'm not using these too much, but it could act as additional support. So just something to watch, in addition. So we've got these two trend lines here. Just sort of small structural, but they are not so meaningful. I mean, this one, which is kind of like 45-degree angle, right, is probably more relevant than the steep one. And depending on how long this correction takes, it might not take very long. We could sort of test it once more, whatever. But this wave 2 wasn't very deep, so I don't expect this wave 4 to be messy. But it might be with us today. We'll have to see. I mean, it was a very short wave 2. It's a very short wave 4. So, we hit support, we hit the ideal target for a fourth wave. Be ready for a move up, but a break below 83,881 would be the signal we need to suggest that at least the larger degree blue wave 4 has started. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.